This is the TV news for Thursday, November 4th, and we begin with our newest regular segment, the PR Scription. Now the good news, the very bloody and image-staining retransmission war between Fox and Cablevision is over. And the bad news, there is a lot of PR mop-up work to be done. And here to explain is industry PR expert Arthur Sando. Arthur.
Jeff, if Cablevision had a crisis communications plan in place for what happened, it either was poorly devised or poorly executed. It seemed that they were reacting throughout this process. When they did become proactive, it was not received well. It appeared they didn't do their homework in Washington. They called on the FCC to step in, and just like a lawyer in a courtroom doesn't ask a question that they don't know the answer to ahead of time, apparently Cablevision didn't know what the FCC was going to say, because the FCC not only refused to step in, but chastised Cablevision for spending too much time posturing rather than negotiating. All that having been said, now the issue has been resolved, and Cablevision is faced with letting their subscribers know that their bills are going to be higher every month, and Cablevision's got to figure out how to keep them happy, or at least make them feel like Cablevision is not profiting from what happened. So I think there are a couple things Cablevision needs to do. One is to give credits to people on their bills for the amount of time that Fox was not available to them, and they continued to be charged anyway. Secondly, I think that the curtain needs to be raised on the negotiations that just took place, and that people need to know exactly how much Fox has raised its fees, and it should be that exact amount that is passed on to subscribers, not a penny more. And thirdly, I think that in the past, traditionally cable operators do promotions to lure new subscribers. I think in this case, Cablevision should do perhaps a 3-month promotion to reward loyalty for people who have stuck with them, and to retain subscribers who may be a little fed up at this point and looking for somewhere else to go. So that's the kind of action I take right now.
Wow, sage advice all around, and which makes us very happy that we have you on board the TV news. We thank you, Arthur, and I think we'll see you next week. So, what happens when you bill yourself as equaling politics, and then you are just lambasted in election night ratings by your rival? So is the plight of CNN equals politics not, which was thrashed in election night coverings by Fox to the tune of 295%. Wow, that's a trip to the woodshed and back. That's going to leave a mark. CNN did manage to edge out third place MSNBC, who apparently was not leaning forward enough. Memo to CNN execs: dump CNN equals politics as of yesterday. It's clunky, it does not resonate at all, and it is abjectly untrue. And speaking of real stinkburger ratings, let's talk about the World Series. This season's Giants-Rangers Fall Classic turned in the worst ratings in World Series TV history, equaling that of the Phillies-Rays train wreck of 2008. Be with us tomorrow when our TV sports guru Eric Mackerlin will discuss some remedies for redeveloping the audience for Major League Baseball's Fall Classic. And no, it's not just the league favoring the Yankees in close calls to ensure that the Bombers are in the World Series each and every year. Or is it?
Future events and opportunities, brought to you by Sando Communications. Sound judgment, solid credibility, and superior results. This is Sando Communications.
To reach the decision makers in the TV and new media industries with your message in video, become a sponsor of the TV news. Now to get started, just shoot us an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. Remember James Bond's memorable trip to the Fontainebleau in Goldfinger? Well, now you have the opportunity to be just like 007 when you attend the 2011 NATPE Market and Conference. For information, log on to natpemarket.com. And that about does it for this edition of the TV News. Tomorrow, another fresh edition, and as we mentioned, we'll have our regular Friday feature, the Sports TV News, with Eric Mackerlin. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and as always, go out and make it a good day.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.